Hello everyone, this is Mr. Nightmare, and I will be continue reading Dark Love Chapter 2, A Utopia Love Story. Before we get started, I want to make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, comment on these stories, and if you guys have any opinions of what should happen or what will happen, please leave a comment in the comment box below the story. Anyway, let's get started. Chapter 2. Megan's point of view. I froze. The window was open, and the wind was blowing inside, freezing. It was cold in my room. It made the hair in the back of my neck stand up. My bare legs were frozen. The exposure to the cold air made my attention turn to the boy who was sitting on my bed. He wore a mouth guard and goggles. He had two hatchets. I froze up inside. Was he going to kill me? That's when I noticed the flesh of crimson stain of blood on his hoodie. I knew he had to be the one that killed Ace. In his arms was my 6-year-old sister, who thought he was going to give her a big hug, but only I can see the malicious look in his eyes. Don't hurt her, I begged, taking a step forward. He pressed his hand on her chin and the other one on the back of her neck. Take another step forward, and I'll break her neck. Understand? He said. I nod, tears running in my eyes. I was scared of this man, and I realized that he was the one I'd been seeing. I couldn't believe he was here. Were you the one who sent those emails? I asked, surprising of myself how strong my voice sounded. Well, that's a stupid question, but the answer is yes. I was, doll. Now, I saw the cops were here, so I dealt with them. Now I have to kill your mother and get my point across that you must listen to me, he asked. I looked at him with fear in my blue eyes. Please. No, it's just between you and me. Please leave my mother and my sister out of this, I said as he released her. She ran over to me and wrapped her arms around my waist. He stood up as I pushed her behind me and stood in front of her like in a protected manner. I knew that there was a little things I can do, and the only thing I could do was buy her some time to run. Let's go, or else I will kill her and your mother. He sneered, made tears rain in my eyes again. What was the point of this? Why was he harassing me like this? I was just a normal girl. I gotta go, I said, kissing the top of her forehead, and walked over towards him with shaky legs. It broke my heart when I heard to tear her arms from around my waist, but fear for her life made me do it. I frowned as I grabbed a pair of fuzzy pants as I put them over my shorts, and then placed a thick black hoodie over my black tank top. I hated the fact that he was making me do this, or that he was doing this. I needed to protect what little family I had left. My father was here or would be here would have been so proud of me. But I wish my father had been here to protect me from this man, who I knew had nothing but bad intentions for me. He was going to kill me. He grabbed me roughly by the arm and then pulled me into his chest. I took this chance to knee him in his manhood, only I didn't know that he didn't feel pain. Suddenly my face was sent to the left, and I realized that he hit me, that he just had backhanded me across the face. But I didn't expect him to shove me to the ground, and stumbled on my legs. He placed his hand around my neck and brought his face closer to mine. I don't feel pain. He paused, but I guess I have to show you what I mean. Business. He suddenly let go of me and began to walk out of my room. Curiosity or confusion swept over me as I stumbled up to my feet and he roughly shoved my sister out of the way. I ran after him and pulling her into my arms. Go lock yourself in your room, I said in a hushed voice. She numbly nodded and took off running. I ran into this mysterious figure. I swelled in my place when I saw my mother lying on the ground, limp. Her head lay a few inches off to the side. I screamed as I ran forward, only I was caught by my waist and I was pulled into a toned chest. He spun me around as I looked at him, tears forming in my eyes. "You monster, you are..." I was cut off as he smacked me across the face again. He had to be serious just to hit me again. This was only making me more frustrated. For me. "Oh, shut up. You don't need her anymore." "Not when you have me," he said grimly. He started to drag me towards my room with me fighting him every step of the way. I saw my little sister looking at me with wide, fearful eyes. I cried, "Why is this happening? Why couldn't this have been just a prank? Why did Ace have to die? Why did my mother have to die?" Questions rained wildly in my mind as he dragged me suddenly. I realized that I was falling. I began to freak out and cling into the man. He smirked under his mouth guard. At my fear, I couldn't understand the point of this. Why did he have to be me? He could have been someone else. Not like I wished this fate on even my enemies. This was cruel fate. No one should deserve it. Only it seems that I was being punished for something I have never done. I landed on the soft grass as I tried to kick the man off me, but it was no use. He was too strong and too heavy for me to kick off. He looked down at me and I looked back up at him. I hated to admit that the fact he was attractive, but he was, at least to me. But I didn't excuse him for acting this way. I wish he never got in contact with me, and then those I cared about would still be alive. If only my father was here, he would not let this happen to me. I was lost in my thoughts. I didn't realize I was being carried. I began to struggle against him, but only to make his grip tighten. I hated the fact that he was touching me after what he just murdered my own mother. The thought of seeing her laying dead in the middle of the floor brought tears in my eyes. I started to cry into my hands. The man ignored my cries and just kept walking. This was odd to me. I would at least thought he would at least have cared about me. After all, he just ruined my life.